What if everything you've been taught about leadership is missing the most important part? In our world today, leadership is measured by how many people follow you, how big your title is, how much money you control, how loud your personal brand is. But then we look at Jesus riding into Jerusalem, knowing betrayal, suffering, and the cross are just days away, and we see a completely different kind of leader. Not posturing, not performing, not pressuring, but leading with crystal clear identity, radical humility, moral courage, deep compassion, total dependence on the Father. Matthew 21 gives us the most vivid picture of what leadership looks like when it's done Jesus' way. If you lead a team, a business, a ministry, a small group, a family, or even just yourself, this message is for you. Stay with me until the end. I'm going to give you a clear, practical, biblical blueprint you can start using this week to lead with more confidence, more integrity, and far more spiritual authority. And if you're ready to become that kind of leader, do 3 quick things right now. Hit the like button. It really helps this message reach more people. Subscribe, plus turn on notifications. Drop lead like Jesus in the comments so I know you're in this journey with us. 1. Lead from who you are, not your position. Matthew 21, verse 3. If anyone says anything to you, say that the Lord needs them. That's it. No threats. No long explanation. No manipulation. Just quiet, confident identity. Jesus didn't borrow authority. He carried it. Peter Drucker, one of the most influential leadership thinkers of the 20th century, said, "The leaders who work most productively are those who know their real strengths." Jesus knew exactly who he was. Because he was secure in his identity, he didn't need to prove anything. Most of us do the opposite. We get a new title, then we try to act like the title. We get more followers, then we start performing for the followers. We get more responsibility, then we start protecting our image. But real authority doesn't come from position. It flows out of who you are becoming when no one is watching. John Maxwell put it this way: leadership is not about titles, positions, or flowcharts. It is about one life influencing another. Ask yourself honestly right now, would people still follow me if I had no title tomorrow? Do people obey me because they have to, or because they trust me? Practical steps to lead from identity. Write down 3 to 5 your non-negotiable leadership values: integrity, compassion, courage, etc. Ask, do my last 7 days reflect these values? Make one small daily habit that strengthens your character, not just your productivity. If you want a simple 1-page framework to clarify your leadership identity and values, comment identity below, and I'll send it to you. 2. Be gentle and unassuming. Matthew 21, verse 5. See, your king comes to you, gentle and riding on a donkey. Gentleness is not weakness. It is strength under perfect control. Dallas Willard said, "Gentleness is the strength that doesn't have to prove itself." Jesus didn't need to yell to be heard. He didn't need to dominate to lead. He didn't need to intimidate to move people. The world tells us loud is strong, aggressive is powerful. Dominate or be dominated. Jesus says, gentle is powerful, humble is strong, trustworthy is magnetic. Gentle leaders create safety. Safe teams tell the truth. Truth creates innovation. Innovation creates breakthroughs. Practical ways to grow in Christ-like gentleness. Pause 5 seconds before answering in tense moments. Ask, can you help me understand what you're feeling? Instead of why would you do that? When you're frustrated, lower your voice instead of raising it. If you want to build a high trust, psychologically safe team or family, hit the like button and share this video with one other leader today. 3. Avoid arrogance and ostentation. Jesus didn't ride in on a stallion, not on a chariot, not with banners, trumpets, or a security detail. He chose a donkey. Andy Stanley once said, "The greatest enemy of great leadership is not incompetence, it's pride." Every time we feel the urge to name drop, show off achievements, make sure everyone knows how important we are by status symbols to feel secure. We are drifting from the Jesus model. Practical guardrails against pride. Publicly celebrate your team 3 more than you celebrate yourself. Ask for honest feedback at least once a month, and thank people when it stings. Regularly do something that feels beneath you. Jesus washed feet. If you're serious about killing pride in your leadership, comment humility journey, and let's walk this path together. 4. Have the courage to confront. Matthew 21, verses 12 to 13. Jesus entered the temple courts and drove out all who were buying and selling. Gentle does not mean passive. Humble does not mean silent. Kind does not mean conflict avoidant. Bill Hybels said, "Truth without love is brutality. Love without truth is hypocrisy. Real love speaks truth. Unaddressed dysfunction always becomes culture. Silence is not neutral. Silence is permission." Healthy confrontation framework: 3 steps. Address the behavior, not the person, when reports are late. It affects the whole team versus you're lazy. State the impact clearly and calmly. Invite a solution. What can we do differently next time? If difficult conversations make your stomach turn, comment courage, and I'll send you a step-by-step confrontation guide you can use immediately. 5. Seek spiritual, not worldly power. Matthew 21, verse 14. The blind and the lame came to him at the temple, and he healed them. Jesus wasn't chasing political power, financial leverage, or social clout. He carried spiritual authority, and lives were transformed. Mother Teresa said, "I can do things you cannot. You can do things I cannot. Together we can do great things." But she always added that real power came from closeness to Christ. Practical ways to grow spiritual authority: protect your private devotional life more fiercely than your public calendar. Choose integrity even when it costs money or position. Measure success by changed lives, not just KPIs. As if you're hungry to lead with real spiritual authority. Subscribe now and turn on notifications. I release faith-based leadership content every week. 6. Make prayer your #1 priority. Matthew 21, verse 13. My house will be called a house of prayer. Jesus didn't treat prayer as optional. It was his lifeline, his strategy, his source. E.M. Bounds wrote, "The man who mobilizes the Christian church to pray will make the greatest contribution to world evangelism in history. Leadership that is not bathed in prayer eventually runs on human wisdom alone, and that always runs dry." Quick, daily prayer anchors. 5 to 10 minutes of stillness and scripture before checking your phone. 1-sentence prayer before every major meeting. Pray each team member's name once a week. Want a simple but powerful 7-day prayer rhythm for leaders? Comment prayer plan, and I'll send it straight to you. The Jesus Leadership Blueprint. Leading like Jesus is not about being perfect. It's about choosing the right direction every single day. Identity over position, gentleness over aggression, humility over arrogance, courage over avoidance, spiritual power over worldly power, prayer over pressure. Imagine what could happen if leaders in businesses, churches, schools, homes, governments started looking more like Jesus and less like ego. Like this video if it spoke to you. Share it with one leader who needs this right now. Subscribe for notifications on weekly faith leadership content. Comment "Lead like Jesus" if you're saying yes to this journey. Let's raise up a generation of leaders who carry his heart and his authority. I'll see you in the next one. God bless you.